So many companies are looking at a cloud solution and asking themselves, is this the right solution for me? So before we even talk about the cloud, it's important to understand what is the cloud. So cloud is defined as computing delivered as a service rather than product. That's a big thing. Or maybe in a different word, is saying that instead of hosting this hardware and software in your own office or your own co-location, someone else is hosting this hardware and software and delivering this as a service to you over the internet. That's really what it is. So someone else has all that stuff and you're getting the service. By the way, the word cloud came from that exact description, because in many network diagrams, the internet is diagrammed as a cloud. And that's why it's called a cloud solution, because it's being delivered over the internet. Cloud solutions today are being offered by many different companies, but mainly by Amazon, Rackspace, and Microsoft. They provide different solutions and different options, but for most companies, what you'll be interested in is in a storage, which is you can store your files, documents, images, videos, computing, which is virtual machines or virtual servers, and database, where you can store your information. There are many other solutions, cloud solutions like MapReduce, caching, queuing, CDN, search, email, but these are more specialized for different types of companies, so I will not discuss them in great length. So the question is, why use a cloud solution? First of all, it's cheap. Most cloud solutions or cloud products are being provided as pay-as-you-use, which means you use something for a minute, you pay for that minute. You use it for a day, you pay for a day. So there's no upfront cost. You don't have to go and spend tens of thousands of dollars to buy expensive hardware and software. You can just turn the switch and you have a server running. By the way, from a financial standpoint, it's being categorized as operational expenditure, not a capital expenditure. So if this is important for your company, then that's another benefit. There's no maintenance. You just don't have to worry about these hardware servers running, hard drives broken, memory broken, sending these servers for a repair. It's running somewhere else. If something happened to the servers, it's just virtual. It's going to be replaced by another one. So you don't need any IT department. You don't need some people here in your office working and fixing all these servers. Scalability. You can grow as much as you want. You want more servers? Turn on some virtual servers and you have more capacity. You just pay for as much as you use. No backup. A lot of companies don't understand how hard it is to back up a lot of data. It's expensive. Backup is expensive. So if it's a cloud solution, you don't need a backup because it's guaranteed to be there forever and ever. One less thing to worry about. Reliability. It's just working. It's just up and running. You don't have to worry about it. And honestly, it's better than anything else that you or your developers or your company can build. It was built by the best of the best and it's just working. So reliability is better than anything you can do. This means that you can start a company for less than $1,000. If before you needed to go and buy servers and have them hosted somewhere, here you could just start a server in the cloud in one of these providers and you don't need anything else. So why not use a cloud solution? Well, it's like looking at the difference between leasing versus buying a car. So there is a return on this investment. So yes, you're paying as much as you use, but if you use a server for 24 hours, 7 days a week, after 2-3 years, it will equate for basically buying a server. So if you're planning to use your hardware for a long period of time, you may want to actually buy and not use a cloud solution if you have the capital for it. It's not easy to migrate. So you can't just take the same solution, the same software or products that you have that's running right now on your servers in your office or your co-location and just move them to a cloud solution and for it to just work. It's not as simple as that. It needs to be thought up. It may need to be re-architected. So there is some migration plan that needs to be thought of. A hybrid solution, which means you have some of your servers in the cloud and some in your office or co-location, is slow. If you think about it, you have to make these calls from your office or your servers, wherever you have them hosted, to the cloud, to let's say Amazon, and back. speed of light, which is the maximum speed things can move, is not that fast at the end of the day. And when you're making millions and millions of calls, every millisecond just starting to add up, and you will see that hybrid solution is not always as fast as having servers locally. You do need some expertise. So yes, you don't need an IT department now if you have things in the cloud, but you do need some expertise of how to use the cloud, how to start these services, how to manage it, how to deploy your solutions between these services. So some expertise is required, so someone needs to learn that. You don't physically own your data. And this is a more psychological aspect than more of a concern. But the fact of the matter is, all the files that you store on the cloud, all your documents or your images or your videos, you don't really have them stored on your physical, so you can't go and touch it because it is stored, let's say on Amazon somewhere in their servers, wherever they are. So if God forbid something happened to Amazon and they go out of business, you lost all of your data. But really, what is the likelihood of that happen, of Amazon going out of business? So, like I said, it's more a psychological decision to make than an actual concern. In conclusion, cloud is here to stay. It's a fact of life and it's a great option for most companies. So, compare pricing. That's the one thing you need to do. You go to Amazon, go to Rackspace, go to Microsoft, or Google, or anyone else that provide this type of a cloud option, and compare pricing. You need to educate your team. Make sure that people do know what is a cloud, they're not afraid of this new technology, and learn how to use this new technology. Last thing is ignore the hype. A lot of business people come and ask me, should I use cloud solutions? Should I think of what is it that you need, and then figure out if cloud is the right solution for you.